In the blasted ruins of a shattered world, only a handful endure. The lost, the opportunistic, the darkened. All playthings in the hands of the demon lords. Yet even in this darkness, a spark of defiance glimmers.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Okay.
Yay!
Good job, Buff. I think they're getting like better and better. Hale is always flashed as the Darkened. It's almost like there was a script that was created. Did I change
Did you
voice actors?
change voice actors? No, that's the same person.
Yeah, so the
Um,
voice actor that we pay has an incredible range.
It's literally just Steven over and over again. Any voice.
Steven should do one.
I asked, he agreed to do it.
We
I
just
just
have
to
to
hand it to him. I am not sure how good he's gonna be. He has a great voice, but I've never heard him act before. So whether or not he does a good job, we're using it. Just because I think it's gonna be great. If it's either gonna be like amazing and breathtaking or hilarious, and I'm good with either. So, wait, how come this VTuber model software didn't open? Sorry, guys. I feel like I need a freaking producer to do all the checklist stuff for me.
Meanwhile, while we're doing that, guys, don't forget that we can do Streamloots. Streamloots.com/Scarlet64 is a great place to go for all your Streamloots needs. You can use it to influence the game. You can even use it to influence the game in a positive direction for the players. But we highly recommend that you don't use it for evil against the players and give the DM more things, because that's ethically, morally, and quite honestly, socially just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hate crime.
It is. I hate it.
Here is a preview. Here is a preview of Azazel. That he has some issues with his animation, so he's not 100% ready yet. But I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek. What's going on? Yeah. See, he's a little. His eyebrows are accidentally reversed, and I don't know how to fix it. So So here's Azazel. Here is the girly hunk, the twunk. So yeah, I've almost got this done. So here's a little sneak peek. But let's actually get the one I meant to pull up, and that is Julius. Okay, I'm going to read you guys the recap. This is just how they appear in my notes. We will make sense of them as we go. Tizkar discovers a spooky feather in the Kuthrik's shoulder flesh. Dane recognizes it as a raven feather, like Fia's jacket. Julius seems disturbed by this. Hale privately heals out of sight of the party to hide his nature. The party continues to explore the sewers, killing Kuthrik along the way. And then I have this little note here, 3 nat 20s equals a proficiency in a weapon, because I forgot we added that fun little house rule. I also have a note that says a Dargan is a dark bargain.
I forgot about that.
I think we were in the middle of combat, so that's kind of where my notes end, except for the golden buzzers. Buff gave his buzzer to Hale for coming out of the closet. Elephane gave hers to Tizkar for the cool Zephyr Strike description. Retsu gave it to Salith because loved the new voice and enjoying the off-kilter intense personality. JTC to Salith for the character arc and growth that's starting to come out. And Poof to Hale for the sass and for the reveal. So Hale and Salith, you both have golden buzzers.
That's my girly secret, is that I got a golden
That's
buzzer.
our girly secret.
Our girly secret.
I feel like our two girliest characters are Hail and Sail. Hail and Sail.
Mhm. Hail and Sail! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of Aerith and Tifa double trouble moments, I feel.
Coming to you live from Disney Channel, the new reality TV show,
Hail and sail.
The Sweet Life of Hail and Sail. Azazel's definitely the butler.
Zazel gives them lots of cool life advice too. Okay, so we are in the middle of combat. You guys were fighting in the Hive Lord's lair. There's tons of eggs all around. You were fighting some adults. This one is dead. This one is a breath away from death. This guy, you've got a couple of good hits on him, but he is still rearing and ready to go. You guys are in danger. Your health is pretty wobbly right now. So, and I guess Julius is soloing a lot of the monsters.
Yeah.
He's there to help. He's there
That's
to
my
help.
boy.
He's like, this is him. He's like, oh, I found this duster, and I'm gonna smack some Kuthric. No wildlife's gonna take me down. Okay, so we're gonna go to the top of the initiative. Rin, you have just recently stood up from being knocked unconscious. You have a hit point.
Well, butter my biscuit and call me toasted. I guess I'll just fire off another one of these guns.
What gun is it this time?
Oh, this one's a special one. It's made of glass.
Oh God.
I'm not entirely sure how the jet propulsion of the bullet coming out of the barrel will work, but we'll give it a shot. And he's gonna shoot his glass revolver.
I forgot to make a note of that. Rin has a strange bag of pistols.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I reckon it's gonna work as well as anyone would thought. Back to the drawing board with that one.
Wait, why do you have a -1?
because he's not proficient in
Not
revolvers.
proficient.
We've
But
established this.
But why is it
What's your dex?
-1? Oh, you don't even have dex?
Yeah. He's just really bad at the glass is like
Okay.
It shatters and just like shoots glass into his head.
For some reason, I thought you at least used your ability score, your primary ability score. I guess I was
Nope.
wrong. I will tell
Absolutely
you
not.
this. If you gain your proficiency, or we do a little quest together to fix your shit, we will make that change. We will narratively fix your pistols. But yeah, you squeeze your revolver too hard and it breaks. I hope you don't die because of this tomfoolery.
I hope you do. Just kidding.
Master of Dungeons, thank you so much for the raid. Great. That's a great thing that happened. Okay, Julius, it's Julius's turn. He sees this nonsense. He sees Rin on death's door, and he reaches into his enormous backpack and he pulls out a little vial of a dark red syrupy liquid, and he uncorks it and he starts pouring it over your wounds. And he's like, "Don't be buttering biscuits too soon, you're gonna die, old man." And he uses a healing potion on you.
I'll be. Heaven bless.
Please take 16 healing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, it's the Hive Lord's turn. What can this thing do? Recharge. Let's see if he recharges. Nope. His acid is still on cooldown. He is going to flip around and he is going to attack Dane. Let's see what is. Okay. He is going to try to stab you with his scorpion stinger. That's a miss.
Nah, I'd win.
He's going to try again.
Oh, well,
Oh, well.
that one gets me.
Okay. That's not bad. Just take 6 piercing damage as he gets you right in between your, like, where your armor is not covering. Yeah, that's its turn. Hail! It's your turn. You're flanking, so you get a +2 to your attack.
Hale's just gonna whip that shit.
Ooh. Whip it real good.
With Green Flame Blade, just because it makes no sense not to use something that gives me extra damage. This is +2, right?
Oh, god damn. Yeah, that hits.
Does a 25 hit?
It does.
Why does it have 0?
So they've recently changed how the items work and spells, and I think that some of them are broken.
Okay.
Land Shark just gifted
it is
5
equal to...
packs. Oh yeah, go ahead and math that out.
It's equal to 4. So 9 plus 4, so 13.
Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty good hit.
Can I taunt it?
How would you like to taunt it?
Oh, so now just because I'm a skeleton, I don't have fleshy bits, you turn your ass to me? Am I not delicious looking?
That's when you whip it in its booty, and that definitely gets his attention. He's like, "Ah!"
Okay.
It sounds like a wounded puppy. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Tizcar is not here, but I will still do something for Tizcar. What has he got going? He's got a longbow. Shoot, I don't know. Does he have a hunter's?
Yeah, he's probably hunter's marked it already from last time.
Okay, so I just
If I
need
had to
to
guess.
roll the. He doesn't have anything on his favorite bar. Guys, you have a favorites bar. It's helpful as shit.
It's fine if you just remember where everything is, right?
It's just a lot of clicking into different tabs. Okay, so he's going to roll. Oh yeah, that hits. Normal. Okay, that wasn't that great. And then the hunter's mark. Oh, okay. 10 damage. And I think that's all he can do. Okay. Okay. All right, this Kuthric is up and is going to snap at Julius. I'm doing so much of the rolling this time. I will make this as fast as I can. Let's see. Okay, he gets 1 attack in. Julius gets a little stab, and he whimpers pathetically as this thing jabs him. Okay.
Myken 1015 played this card, Salith.
Salith, you have haste for your next turn. Thank you, Myken. Okay, Dane, it is your turn, and then Salith, you're next. Are you muted?
Oh, I am muted.
Oh.
I'm going to stab him directly into his body.
Rude.
Mhm.
But effective.
I'm flanking, right? I get +2.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh! I don't have a smite, but that's okay.
Oh no!
I'm out of spell slots. That's
Ah.
okay, though.
Still. Not frickin' 20.
Yeah.
You are one step being
He still eats
extra
him up.
proficient.
Right. Critical. 11.
It is officially bloodied.
Yeah. Hit it with 11 piercing damage. And I guess I find the slip in between his carapace. And I just jam my sword
You got him in the
in
tickly
there.
bits.
Yeah. And I go, Rinzig, now's the time to do something. Anything. That's my turn.
Saleth.
Question about haste.
Hmm.
Does it have to be a weapon attack? Or do I just get 2 attacks? Period.
Let me... Is Poof muted? Let me double check.
No, I'm here. I was muted.
It might be weapon attack, but let's see. One weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, use an object, action. And you get a +2 bonus to your AC, advantage on dex saving throws. Your speed is doubled.
Okay. Is it saying, because I have the spell in front of me as well. Is it saying like one weapon attack only, that's what you can do? Or is it saying like if you were dual wielding, you can only take one weapon attack of the 2? Do you know what I mean?
So when you're dual wielding, you're usually taking the attack action, and then you're using a bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay.
To attack again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The game is muted, by the way.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Oh, you just missed.
She just continues swearing at it. That's my turn.
She's swearing in Sylvan.
Yeah, she is.
It is.
Tabernacle. She's just like fucking. Yeah.
What language do you think Sylvan sounds like if it had like a real world an allegory?
Just trees creaking. Howling of the wind. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Good question. Maybe like Gaelic?
Ooh. Oh,
I like it.
We just got Gabriel said Gaelic too. We just got our friend arrived. I gotta refresh our
Hi.
hi.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
Rin, it is your turn. Go ahead and take it while I fix everyone's.
Well, seeing as that last revolver went off like a fought in church, I suppose I'll switch to my Thunder Gauntlets.
Don't worry, you'll get proficiency soon.
And he's going to light up his gauntlet with lightning and punch this thing while whistling. Hey, boy, come here!
Oh, that's a hit.
And this will force him to have disadvantage unless he attacks me.
Oh, so you taunted him?
Yes.
Okay. If that's what you want to do. Hold on, I'm trying to find JTC's. Where is the... There he is. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to get the things on.
Ooh.
Okay, 6 damage. Apply. All right. He's taunted. Julius is gonna whirl around.
Mike in 1015 played this card. Health may be needed.
Shoot, can you post what? It's so small on my screen, I can't read it. Can you post the description so I can read what that card does? Was that a sip of health? The chat's trying to keep you guys alive, guys. By the way, you guys do have a D20 that you can use. And you do have 1 sip of health. Greater health, 2d10. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Let me add 2d10s to the healing counter. So now you have 3 dice that you can add to healing. And then Julius is going to pickaxe this Kruthic. He gets a 2 because he's flanking with Tizkar. And he hits. And he is able to just turn this Kruthic into a pile of bug jelly. And the bits and chunks are hitting Julius in the face. And he's like, I'm doing it, guys. I think I found my calling. Okay. Hale,
Your calling was being a hoarder.
Oh. Well, I can be a hoarder and a killer, right? Oh, no. No.
Yeah, why not? You could have multiple callings in life.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I think it's gonna attack now. Oh, Rin, watch your head. And it's let's see. Does he?
I thought I
Yeah,
thought I got its attention.
yeah. But then Rin
He turned
decided
around
to
and-
taunt.
Well, wait, hold on.
That's
I
not an
can-
actual. taunt,
Oh,
but-
it's like
No,
I see
It's
what you're
an
saying.
ability on the gauntlet.
I can impose disadvantage on it
Okay.
for the second attack.
You know what? I will say, yeah, he will still whirl around onto. Well, okay, Hale. Here's the thing.
You're spitting me.
Here's the thing.
Mhm.
His acid breath just came off cooldown.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
You know what though? It hit less people because of you. Go ahead and make a dex save. I don't know if you've made it or not.
16.
16. Oh, you made it. So only take
Oh, sorry.
half of what I'm about to roll.
Hmm.
That's gonna be 11.
Ah. I make it with 1 HP.
Oh my gosh. You're just like burning this. Wait, the dress is at your feet. Like
Yeah, the
pieces
dress
of
is-
your bone are being like burnt away, leaving like cracks and hollows and pock marks. That is the end of its turn. It is now your turn, Hale.
The
Followed
only thing
by
Hale
Rin.
can respond with is, ugh. He did not expect it to be vomited on, but that's fine.
I don't think any of us are ever expecting to be vomited on.
No, but it happens a couple times. How injured does it look?
Make a perception check. You can tell that it is it's very injured.
Okay.
It won't die in one hit, but it's it's getting there.
Hale's just gonna do the same thing. He's gonna try and hit it with the whip now that it's facing him. I didn't say you could vomit on me.
All right, let's see how well you do.
I don't know. Does
That
a
is-
19 hit?
No, you missed by 1.
Rip.
It like you try to whip it, but it like grabs the whip by the teeth, and it's like thinks that you're playing
Tug of war.
tug
with
of
it.
war. Yeah. Okay. Tizkar. Hi.
Hi, I'm here.
Oh yeah,
As,
you
uh,
Hale and Sail, you both have inspiration die, and you have rerolls to use. So feel free to use those.
As Julius kills the Kutheric in front of Tizkar, Tizkar is like in the middle of like knocking another arrow, and he just kind of stops and he looks down, and he looks at Julius, and as he takes a step forward, he says, "It appears I was wrong about you."
Is that a good thing?
As Tizkar brings up the arrow to aim it at the king, he says, "In this moment, I suppose not." And he will let the arrow fly.
Good luck.
Thanks. That's my turn.
I guess I was wrong about you too. Just kidding.
He just like
Ian?
stops and he looks down and he glares at Julius. "Do not push your luck, Spawn."
Oh, my bad. I was just making a joke. I thought you had a sense of humor.
I know many jokes. That is not one of them.
Oh, you'll have
Okay,
to tell
he's
me.
one of them.
Dane. I think you're.
Dane's
muted
just
at
like
the
fully. I feel like Dane
Gabriel
is
underscore
like
Knight
climbing
52
on top
played
of this
card for the grumpy
bug right
Tizzer
now,
folk.
trying to like find us another soft spot. And he's zoning out everybody's noise, basically. Gonna take another attack. +2. Let's go. All right.
Oh, you.
Well,
You said.
Yeah, you go through highs and you go through lows. Yeah, you just like ting 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 ting, like bouncing off of the armor.
That's the wrong side of the sword. That's the broad side. You're supposed to hit it with the sharp side. Salith, it's your turn. That animation is so cool.
Oh no.
Jeez, you guys. I'm gonna level your asses up after this.
Again.
We are.
Again.
At least it's going through pretty quick. I've noticed our combat has sped up.
Sped up.
Yeah, okay,
Once
Rin.
more,
It's like
my
that
feeling.
TikTok's on. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
Let's go gambling!
Let's go
Aw, dang it.
gambling.
Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
This thing has a ridiculously high AC, and it's probably supposed to be like making saving throws, to be honest. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. Okay, you guys get another D20 that you can use that you're refusing to use.
Oh, well,
That's
I
what
can
they're
just use. Let me just use a D20. Oh, wait, no, Sail Throw went. Never mind. Next turn.
Next turn. That's what they're there for. You can use
Let me
them.
just use a d20.
Because last time we had like so many left over after last campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Salus is gonna use one of them to
Yeah.
reroll and see.
Oh,
was so
Good.
close to
Let's
winning.
reroll it.
Aw,
Yeah.
dang it. Aw, dang it.
Again.
okay, Rin.
Ren's gonna be like, oh, well, I guess that last one connected, so I'll do it again. And you
This
gonna
whole
throw
time,
another-
Julius has been observing you all fight and is building an opinion about you guys as a group. That's a hit.
Hey, big boy. What you looking at over there? It ain't my gauntlet.
Right in his booty. That
Give him
last
a
gun
n-
is a
nice-
desert eagle. Oh, he's
Oh,
not.
no.
He's using the gauntlet.
It's a desert eagle. It's made out of
A little
food.
booty slap.
It's made out of food and bird bone.
Julius winked twice when Scar said they were forming opinion. Yeah, Julius can wink. Okay, nice. Julius is looking around at you guys to decide who. Oh, Hale! Hold on, I'm coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna grab your little, like, he's gonna dive into your little robes, and he's gonna scramble through, and he's gonna pull out this little, like, it looks like tiger balm. It's like a little balm. He like quickly unscrews it, and it's this like golden substance, and he immediately starts like patting it in your joints and on your face, like where your skull attaches, and he's like, oh wait, your skull, your jaw's on the floor, hold on. He like picks it up, hinges it, attaches it, and like glues it on for you, and you are going to regain 15 hit points as he uses what is the skeleton equivalent of a greater healing potion. You kind of get a little worried about how much he uses on you. It's almost like, I don't have an infinite amount of that stuff, okay? Chill. And that's his turn. Kuthric, let's see. We're going to refresh his acid spray. He's been getting a lot of refreshes on his acid spray. Didn't refresh this time. He is going to attack Hale, but he has disadvantage because of the Thunder Gauntlets. He rolled.
Wow.
Jeez.
Double 15s.
Yep.
Double 15s.
So, hold on. Did we decide if am I using the old shield or the new shield where I have to precast it?
I am not. We are not using new spells. We are using old spells.
Okay, then I reaction cast shield. It misses.
Okay. Awesome. You have to precast
Nice.
shield in the new rules?
Yeah.
I think
I think it's like a bonus
yeah.
action or something.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to cast instead of as a reaction.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Is the rule that you can only cast one leveled spell per turn still a thing? That's really bad. You're like foregoing your entire turn. Oh my gosh. Just so you guys
It's a
know,
thing.
if we decide to switch to the new spells, I refuse to accept that for shield. I think that just totally makes the shield such a useless
It's to make
spell.
other things just as viable, so it needed to be tuned down, but I think they tuned it down.
Like
little
what?
much.
What other spells are you going to use your reaction on?
Well, no, like it shouldn't have that level requirement thing because it's a reaction. It doesn't
Yeah.
normally have that,
That's the
but
point.
since it's an action now, or a bonus
Doherty
action.
Bits says it's still a reaction in 2024.
Oh, is this still a reaction?
No.
Was that maybe like
Okay.
one of the playtest versions? Because that sounds like
Maybe.
you're like, that is
Yeah.
a nerf to the ground. That makes it completely unusable. Because who's going to anticipate casting that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Freaking making me panic. Okay, he's gonna make his second attack. At disadvantage, he has to beat. Oh, he failed. Okay. What does your shield look like?
There's actually it's a little bit different than what you guys had seen before with the fairy fire and the spiders. This one is actually just a wall of swords.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Except for Hale doesn't use
Slash.
swords.
The swords use him. Kale, it's your turn, followed by Tiz.
Give me that. Stop using. You know I don't have enough left.
Did you looked really hurt?
It's fine. I'll just collapse again. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. You matter. He, like,
No, I
puts
don't.
a hand on your shoulder. Hold on, to borrow a quote.
Can we focus on the task at hand?
To borrow a quote from Ellie, don't talk about my friend that way.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm not listening to a friend and I'm listening to a gopher.
He kind of like looks away a little hurt. We all friends though. Okay. Are you having this conversation as you're like whipping?
Yeah.
He's like ducking out of you, but talking to you as if you're not in mortal danger. And he
I'm going
distracted
to
you.
attempt to reroll that
Okay. All
with
right.
my golden buzzer.
Yay.
Yeah, it does worse.
Do you want to use the last d20 in the pool?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
For advantage.
Yay.
I need
Guys,
to break out of my RPG hoarding mentality of what if we can use that later?
Yeah. Into club.
Hey, look at the 19.
Hey, it worked, guys. Did you know?
Let's
you
go!
You can add to the health pool with your stream loot cards. All right, go ahead and roll.
Roll that. damage.
Dag, thanks for the raid. I miss you so much, and I miss playing Pathfinder with you. Okay, how much damage?
8 and then plus 4, so 12.
Nice. This guy is actually looking pretty beat up. You feel like a couple of good hits that actually hit might do you well.
No doubt it was mostly the cheese gun.
The cheese gun that you threw on the
Gabriel
floor because it
underscore
didn't
Knight
hit.
52 played this card.
Ah,
Let's go. Oh.
Semantics.
Thank you. All right, you guys have 4 sips of health. Just to remind you, a sip of health is you can use one of those dice to add to any healing effect. So if you're drinking a potion or healing a spell, you could take one of those and add a d10 to your roll. I'm going to like make a little card, like a graphic that makes it a lot easier for everyone to see. So you guys have a reference, so the group has a reference. So we'll make that happen. Okay. Just a little hint. Kuthrix have pretty low mind stats in terms of saving throws. Bryn, or Tiz.
No, not the DM pitying us.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Arnar!
Oh, no.
Arnar. Julius is saying that. He's like, just so you know, Kuthrix aren't known for their abilities to make really good saves.
That's saved.
You know. Oh my god. Tiz
Oh, no.
car.
Hey.
Arnar!
Another one, thank you.
Oh, dang it.
guys.
Oh, dang it.
Oh gosh. Dane, it's your turn.
Dane just hears him and goes,
Yeah, let me just take out all my mind spells and mind blast him with my mind.
and he
Nara
stabs him
sounds
again.
like a good idea. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. What have I done? What have I done? I'm so
are-
used to making encounters that you guys just annihilate that I forgot that doesn't really start happening until 6th or 7th level.
Yeah, we're level 3, babe.
We're level 3 with flanking changed from advantage to.
This is
Yeah.
Plus
it's better.
2.
It's better this way because if you gain
I know.
advantage from another effect, you get that +2. So
Yeah,
This
I know.
is-
I was just.
This is a worthy challenge for us. Let's be real.
This
We
is
are-
a worthy foe.
We are fine. We are not. We got this. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Useless. Fucking useless. He's, like staring at her hands.
I want to give you a coin that gives you a +1, but I can't.
Nope. I can't do.
I can't do it because then it cheeses everything. Okay. You know what? This will be inspiration for you guys to go back to the pillar and like start suiting up and okay.
With all the money that we don't have.
We'll figure it out. You're
We're
getting
gonna get
paid. You're getting paid from this. Rin.
I do, yes.
At least he's not hitting you guys anymore.
I do create things. Just throwing that out there. And then Rin's going to go, all right, thunder punch again. And punch again.
Punch it. Punch it real good. Oh, that was almost
Hey.
that was almost a 2.
Yo, the hits hit harder when you're missing a lot.
Oh shit, that's such a good hit. This guy is almost
go.
dead. Also, putting him on disadvantage is probably saving Hale's life right now.
Yeah, probably.
That's the idea.
I
I
dare.
dare.
I dare. I'm
Do you gotta
trying-
wash everything after this?
No. Wow. Okay.
Wash.
I don't want Julius to steal your guys' fucking
Thunder.
kill.
It'll be fine.
No.
I think that would be hilarious if it did,
Yeah.
though.
I think it would be hilarious.
I think
Funny if true. Just
Yeah,
saying.
funny if true. Funny cuz true also.
What else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
killed
Just
everything.
hit him.
this is gonna have some
Natural.
severe story consequences.
If he hits,
Julius watched you all sit there and just miss.
Hey, Hale and Ren have hit it multiple times.
I believe I have crit and smite in
He
this.
almost got
in
it
this
now.
Yes.
encounter.
That's true. That's true. I'm being hard on you guys. Okay. He's going to be like, guys, this is looking a little rough. I'm going to do what I did to the other ones and just hit it really hard. Okay? Okay. Close your eyes. Don't get the bug guts in your face. Whack. And it dies.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. He got
It
that kill.
collapses on the ground, and Julius is covered in gore. He first was like shaking because it was so scary, but he's getting a little confident. He like looks over at the group and he waves and he smiles. As this happens, Tizkar, you kind of for a second see like a shimmering blue light start to like rise out of the corpse before it gets like siphoned away, before it can even like make a shape, just like
And I try to like leap forward and grab it.
yeah, as you like reach forward and you like it doesn't feel like anything. It's cold. Like you're sticking your hand through a refrigerator for a second.
He kind of like bounds past Rin and kind of swipes at the air. Kind of like takes
You
his,
all right
his
there?
like arm back.
When you kind of look up after doing that, Julius is kind of like standing in front of you on the other side of the corpse. He's kind of like cocking his head, watching you do that. But your eyes follow right kind of behind him. And you see a person sitting with her legs crossed and her arms folded on one of the little egg structures, watching you. And as you kind of like did that, she goes,
What is so funny?
"What?
He says,
Nothing's
like looking
funny."
over Julius's head.
Nothing. I didn't say anything was funny.
I'm not talking to you.
Who are you talking to then?
He just kind of like moves past Julius and starts walking towards the woman.
when you start to approach, almost like a mirage, they vanish. No one else sees anything.
He just kind of like stops. And he slowly walks over to the area where she was, and he just kind of stares down.
I think as you're walking by, unless the scene is continuing, Dane's gonna like walk past you and shoulder check you as he was walking towards Salith. And then when he gets to Salith, he just goes,
What the fuck was that? You did nothing. You shot nothing.
She's permission to PvP?
oh, yes, please.
I will say that while this is happening, it's like Tizkar, as you're starting to kind of like investigate the area, this Salith and Dane PvP is enough of a sudden like distraction that you would kind of it would kind of like take over the main focus of what's happening in a way. You don't see, so you don't really see anything out of the ordinary, and then all of a sudden you hear permission to PvP.
What is PV? Oh.
She goes to open hand slap you across the face.
I think Dane gets hit by it, but it just doesn't affect him. I think that's what happens here.
You don't take 1 point of slapping damage.
Like, well, they didn't pass the armor check, so like I think that
that's what that means. You're slapped.
Yeah, I would just like I just absorb the blow, but it doesn't really do anything to me.
You think I don't know that?
You want to go into fighting pits fighting like that? You're going to get destroyed.
Debt collector, do you care about me?
Next time we're fighting, don't get in my way.
And he turns around and walks away.
Taylor spits on the ground.
Actually, Dane's gonna turn around and be petty and spit blood on the ground right where you spat, and then walk away again.
Aw, their spit is touching.
They basically just swap spit.
Julius is confused and
She's
also
glaring
spits on
daggers in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're done here. Unless there was another reason you came down.
Eggs, but also Julius, can you get the clothes out of my clothes out of your pack?
Oh, right. And he like hefts up his giant backpack, takes it off and puts it on the ground. You notice that his body is so small and frail. Like he looks so tiny without his big blocky backpack. And he unzips it and he like starts digging through, and then he pulls out a little carefully folded handfu and hands it to you. As he's like handing it off, he like picks off a little stray hair. And
So just to clarify, Hale's appearance right now is abnormal to everybody. Is that correct, or is this like a normal thing that we would see?
no,
in
none of
Zelda?
I don't think any of you knew this. Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
actually a good point. Sentient undead is not a normal thing.
Mhm.
And I'll go into that further later. But yeah, Hale being now there are like shuffling undead, but they are not capable of having conversations, having independent thought. They just kind of act like the shuffling skeletons you would find in Diablo. You know what I mean? So yeah, a fully sentient speaking skeleton is not normal.
Are we just going to ignore this?
Ignore what? Hale is in the middle of getting dressed.
I wear a skeleton as a mask.
Congratulations.
You seem to
and I
be
wear the
Ewok.
Yes, you also have a skeleton in your body. Is that so hard to believe?
Yeah, I keep it in my body.
Well, your manners, Dane. Are you okay? He asks this to Hale.
I'm fine. I'm alive. It's done. I just don't want Mother to... She's gonna chew me out again.
Alive.
Well, you took on that acid spray like a champ.
Thank you. You were
Alive.
saying...
Alive. Interesting choice of words.
Yes, alive. Do you see me crumpled on the ground there?
I did for a second.
Yes, and I'm not anymore. Do you have a
suppose,
problem with me saying that I'm alive?
Not at all. Glad to have you. Fought better than most, to be honest.
Salith rolls her eyes. Knows that was directed at her.
And considering I'm a few decades older than all of you probably combined, yes.
Wait a minute. Were you here when it happened?
When what happened? Be more specific, tax collector.
When this all happened? The
When
reckoning, the
Zelator
events,
happened?
the demons descending from the hells and destroying our connection to the heavens.
Yes. I was. I was married before that too. Is that so hard to believe that I had a life?
Interesting man. Interesting person.
Dane just like gives you a long like there's like an awkward amount of silence, and then Dane like backs off and goes to look at the eggs.
Such an
Okay.
infuriating man.
Gabriel, that was more hyperbole. That wasn't.
Yeah.
There is no like this.
You also have
isn't-
to understand Dane doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah. That's
Dane's just
why-
has like second, third hand knowledge of what he thinks happened.
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
So a lot of from the characters' perspectives, when I tell my players about the setting, I tell them what their character knows. I don't tell them the whole truth of it. I just tell them what they would know. So
He was a himbo this whole time. Always have been.
Retsu playing the oldest character in the group with past lives times 2.
Hey, he's only lived one life. It's a continuation. He's very much still alive, okay?
This
knows
is still,
that.
it's the same character. He's still
Tag is Dan! Tag is Dan!
He'll just tag us down.
He's still Dagestan.
In another life.
Oh.
Dane, you go to look at the eggs. You notice that there are several clusters of these like black round, almost like black marble eggs that are encased in a gooey biomaterial that's kind of keeping them like clustered together. You think that with a tool like a chisel or some kind of like blade, you could like probably pop them out free. You notice though in this biomaterial that has now kind of like hardened into like a glue, there are other objects kind of lodged in there, things that might have gotten like trapped in the sewers, or like there's an old boot, there's a broken pocket watch. But then something catches your eye. Lodged next to some of the eggs is a fist-sized amber, but it is pretty stuck in there, so you can't quite see the whole thing. But it is quite sparkly.
I'm gonna try and take it out.
Do you have any tools other than your weapon, or do you just have your weapon?
No, I'm literally just gonna try and pull it out of the wall. with
It
my
is
hand.
like it is glued in there.
Okay, I will
Hang on,
then
Dane.
use.
I have some tools.
By all means.
He's
As long as you
gonna.
don't use another pistol.
What? My bag of pistols. I can't use them. I don't know why I went really British there,
I know,
but
I was
okay,
like,
we're gonna go with that.
Wait,
It
does
happened.
Rin-
I do have a crowbar somehow.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Oh, crowbar would actually be perfect.
I take out my crowbar that
Silent
I
Poet
have
says
s-
Dane is a tool.
yeah. I just have it. I have like a
Not the
mini. I have a
sharpest tool in the
crowbar
shed.
in my boot, and I just like slip it out, and I go,
Don't worry, I bring my own.
and I like try and get the amber out.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Rin, do you want to start popping eggs out of their little thing?
yes.
15.
Okay. And I'm going to roll, based on your sleight of hand, I'm going to roll how many intact eggs you get, because that's going to be how much money you make.
My sleight of hand.
Yes. So, Rin, you're rolling to pop eggs out. Dane, you see this amber. Yeah, you're able to kind of lodge in there. It breaks the hardened biomaterial that's gluing everything together. It kind of like breaks like hard candy as you kind of chunk this thing out.
Like rock candy? Just kidding.
Yes.
When
Yes.
you roll a natural
Wait,
20
actually?
and get -1 subtracted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rin
fair
got
enough,
a
I don't
nat
know.
20, but it's a 19 because it was
Okay,
minus
it's a nat 20. I'm going to keep that as nat 20. How do you have a low sleight of hand? Your
It's
build
minus
is
the dex.
Does not have dex. Does not a dexterous boy.
Rin, we're gonna have to set up a macro for you when you do if you do any kind of sleight of hand that has to do with you being an artificer, we're gonna use your intelligence modifier instead, because it makes no sense narratively for you to suck at all the things that I want to have fun with you doing as an artificer. So, because sleight of hand is kind of, you're using your hand. So, in fact, go ahead and I'll do it later. I'm going to make you you're going to have two versions of sleight of hand, a dex version for non-artificer things and actually, I think you could just drop down. You can choose. Okay.
What do I have in my
You-
hand? Do I know?
Yes. So, you see this golden amber. It is uncut. It's like raw, right? So it's not polished or cut like a jewel. Inside
Right.
is a skinny black feather that is spiraling, almost like one half of a double helix.
Does this feel like I know it feels significant to Dane. Does it feel
You're looking at it like, because it's like kind of
familiar? Yeah.
You've
That's
never
the
seen,
question.
yeah, you haven't seen
Okay.
anything like it. But as you're looking at it, you notice a deep fear wash over Julius. And he kind of takes a step back.
I immediately walk over to Julius and I grab him by the collar
Ugh.
and I go, "What is this?"
I don't know.
You
Hale's going to
know.
interpose. Put him down.
Not until he tells me.
It's
It's not how you ask questions.
I don't know. It
It's
just
how
looks
I
like a
ask
rope.
questions.
This is a favor. He doesn't have to tell you.
Then do me the favor.
And put him down.
I put him down, but I push him against the wall.
Little Julius, he's so small. Like,
Mhm.
he's like holding on to you and he's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yes, you do. Why'd you step back?
Did I do that? It
Yes.
smells like garbage in here.
I know when it looks like somebody's running.
Make either a persuasion or a intimidation. Make an intimidation.
Yeah, this is
That's
this
very
is
awesome.
intimidation for sure. All right. 12. The fact that he killed all the Kuthrix around me is kind of working against me at this point.
Yeah, he just watched you guys really struggle. So he goes, I don't know what it is, but it's nothing but trouble, and I would throw it back where you found it if I were you. And then he kind of like pulls himself from you. Well, he's little. He like ducks down and like goes under your arm, and then kind of backs up near Hale, and he grips his little pickaxe. Like,
If we find out that this meant something and you hid it from us, I'm coming after you.
you can't. You're not the boss of me. And then he turns, and he just leaves. And he runs out of the sewer.
He'll make some motion to grab him, but then lets him go.
Yeah, he'll kind of like look at you like, don't stop me.
Okay.
And he scurries away. You can hear a little sob as he...
Saleth approaches Dane.
Oops.
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 May I?
Dane. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay. Dane's gonna hold it up to your eyes, but not let you take it.
He goes, here, might as well be of some use.
Gonna roll her eyes. I would like to do an Arcana check.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I will say that I'm not going to make your terrible rolls not get you anywhere. When you look into this, you don't know what this is, but you can tell this is deeply magical and darkly so.
There's a darkness in it.
Yeah, it's the feather.
Can I tell if it is the feather?
You look deep into it and you see that the feather is actually slightly spiraling.
Well,
Hey.
Dane, may I? Oh, sorry. I cut into a moment.
Hale also is like makes a motion to grab it, but then like
Sure, let's all gather around the ambergris.
Just for the record, there's like wet squelching as Tizkar's like carving up the King Cluthrix behind everyone. Just
Just
crack.
Just so everybody's aware, Dane is like holding onto it. He's not letting anybody else take it. He's just showing it to them. He is maintaining
hand
positive
it
possession.
over. Well, I have to touch it, so do you want to hold hands or something while I cast Identify?
I hold hands when we cast Identify. Absolutely.
Okay, I will cast Identify on it.
Okay, will you link it so I can know exactly how much information to give you?
Yeah, it just if it's an item, I think.
Okay, you learn its properties and how to use them. Okay. As you touch the amber, you are suddenly blasted with a vision. You see the amber with the feather. You suddenly see a shadowy version of it, like a purple amber with a feather in another helix, and they kind of like combine for just a second, and massive explosion brings you out of your vision.
Okay. It's one of two, probably, I think. I didn't think my head would hurt like that ever again. Okay. There's another one somewhere, probably, that if these two are put together, it's going to probably level the entire town.
So
Or-
it's the first It's a half of a bomb.
That might not be the intended use, but it seems to be that way.
Yeah, Hale, you're not sure if what you saw was an explosion or just some kind of release of power. It was like, this is not your run-of-the-mill item that has a neat little list of properties. This seems to be a piece of chaos magic that it doesn't even know what it wants to do yet.
It sounds dangerous. I would like it.
Dane puts it in his trench coat.
And why are you its keeper?
Because I don't trust any of you.
You're not the one who can figure out what it does, though.
I'll find out.
Dane, like, reluctant. Side note, unless this is like a key item for another character, Dane will keep it. If it's a key item for another character, I'll give it away.
How do I say this? This is a key item for the party.
Okay, then
It's
Dane
a
will
quest
hold on.
item.
This is a quest item.
Dane
We cannot discard
will
it.
definitely hold on. I just like if it was somebody's like I really want an amber made of raven like as an item, I would have given it to that person. But like,
Yeah, if this was a magic item to be equipped and used in combat and all that, I would have just told you.
yeah. If this was part of somebody's backstory, I won't keep it. But like, or like
don't worry,
character arc.
This
But yeah.
this is a party arc.
Okay, then Dane goes.
The fact that you want it is suspicious. It should
Well,
go to
But
the
you
person who
wanted it
doesn't.
suspicious.
I don't want it.
Then
Why are
give
you
it to me.
keeping it?
Because you do.
Exactly.
Dane.
You're insufferable.
He is a child.
Well, I think we can all agree that as fascinating as this item is, it does need to be under safekeeping. He is an
Trust me.
enforcer.
No one's gonna take it from me.
I don't trust you.
I don't trust you.
What a great start to a campaign, guys. We have so far to go. I love it.
So how much
Dane.
Kuthrik's meat do I carve?
Oh yeah, we gotta do all that stuff.
Discard is just like
I just
Like,
crack, crack.
Dude, you're gonna get enough Kuthrik meat for an entire like neighborhood block party, and they're gonna love you for it.
Hey, this is way to make coin if I've ever seen it.
I would
Crack,
say, Dane, you know the back of your mind that the March of the Dead is close approaching, and the people in town often like to have barbecues around this time. Okay, here, let's see. First of all, Rin, you got a 19.
Nat 20.
That's right, you got a nat 20. You're able to pop out. Wait, first of all, how much money did I say I was going to give you for each of these eggs?
50
50 an egg?
an egg.
Let me see. And then there was a flat fee I offered too.
Yeah, for finishing the extermination.
Wait, was it 500 an egg, or was
I
it
think
500 total?
500.
I think it was 500 total.
It was 500 an egg.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I want to say
Actually,
that it
guys,
was
I think it was
50.
1,000 per egg, right?
Like,
guys?
No,
5,000 per.
So hold on.
Oh,
it might
yeah,
have been
exactly.
500 for the flat fee and then another 50 per egg.
That's what I
What
was
happened?
thinking.
That's what I thought. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I'm like looking for my notes and I don't see.
Because I remember it being
them.
like, I remember Dane being suspicious of how high the person was paying for it.
Why didn't I write it on the payment?
Wait.
Okay. I didn't write it down because I'm an
We'll
idiot.
figure it out.
550.
I think
we're good.
550 each makes a lot of sense for third level. I am just really failing you guys. They have money. Like,
Stop
We
bullying
did
my
get it.
friend Scarlet, please.
sorry.
Thank you.
Well, we actually did get it in writing,
Wee woo.
right? Dane asked for the thing in writing.
Yeah, we got a contract.
No, I meant I
we have a contract.
didn't get in rank.
No,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
answering chat. They're like, hey, if
Oh.
they didn't get in
In
writing,
game, we have it in writing. In
Yeah.
person, we don't.
Yeah.
we have lost the writing and it's like gone somewhere in the ether.
Dane has the contract. Dane knows. Nobody else does.
Okay, so with a nat 20, I'm going to say that there are 5 egg clusters of 6 eggs each. Because you rolled a nat 20, you get to harvest from each one. So roll a d6, roll a 5d6, and each dice is how many eggs you get per cluster. Okay, so you got 15 eggs.
Well, while y'all been arguing about this feather, I got 15 eggs.
Congratulations.
Let's see,
Yes,
50.
do you
That's a
want
lot
us
of
to
money.
clap for you?
Tizkar, do you want to make a survival
mean,
roll? See how well you
would be
carve out this
nice.
beast.
I don't know. After these rolls, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of
Okay,
frightened.
Worst that
Do
can
it.
happen is you don't get any good bits. You like fuck it up.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that was almost a nat 1.
It's better than a 1.
12's good. 12's good.
Okay.
12's fine.
I'm gonna say roll a d. That's kind of bad. Okay, roll a d6. This is how many pounds of meat you're able to get. Okay, 3 pounds of meat.
Not terrible.
It's not really like that could feed 3 people in a day. So maybe it's just like a little appetizer barbecue. Or maybe you'll just bring it back to Danica and all you guys can eat. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. Tizkar harvests 3 pounds of Kuthric meat. Also, Dane.
Tizkar is also going to be like slicing off. Can I slice off its head
Yeah.
like as a trophy?
Yeah.
So he's gonna kind of like crack off the head and like take it.
You like
So
hang
he's
it
gonna-
on your back.
Yeah, he's gonna like hang it over his back, and then he's also gonna have like a cloth, basically like container, kind of wrapped up of the Kuthric's meat. It's kind of like dripping on the ground.
All right.
Is that delicious or something? I don't know why you're taking it.
Deliciously morbid. She like grins at you, Tizkar.
We do not waste.
Everybody, we have 15 eggs. Between the 5 of us, everybody gets 3. We split the take even, 500 gold. Everybody gets 100 gold. Everybody gets 3 eggs.
Fine.
So everyone gets 250. Are you guys pooling your money, or are you gonna keep track of your individual money?
Dane would take it individually because he does not trust.
Yeah.
This is an above
Anybody.
table thing for if
This
you
is-
guys are buying stuff. Do you okay? You guys want to keep track
let's-
of your own money?
yeah.
Okay.
I just
Let's
do
keep track of
yeah.
it ourselves, yeah, for now.
Okay.
So we get 250 each.
Well, when you arrive
Mm-hmm.
to collect your reward, you don't get it yet. You can
And,
just you know.
Dane will also say, Tessalith,
Minus 30 gold from you. You owe me.
I do not. I took that fair and square.
You
I will
charmed
not give it
me.
back. I don't give a shit. You gave it to me.
Well, how about we thank the guy who got all 15 eggs?
Yes, yes. Congratulations.
Ah, yes. The praise.
Dane looks at
Live for the
Rinzeg
praise.
and then just says, "Let's go."
All right, do you live for the applause?
I do like that as well, but this doesn't seem like a rambunctious group. They're all down in the dumps.
Unfortunately, it's just going to be clicking from me since I don't have the gloves anymore.
Rattle, 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 rattle.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys leaving the sewer?
Mm-hmm.
As you
Yes.
emerge from the sewers, you notice that along the cobblestone streets, little torches have been set up that line the streets, like little tiki torches. They weren't there before. And you also see that kind of shambling down is Dane would recognize and Rin would recognize as one of the older neighbors of the tenements that had recently passed away. He's clothed in like an all white, loose fitted garment, and he's just like a zombie. You notice his face has been wrapped so that his undead or his dead face isn't like being shown, but there's like little spaces for his eyes, and he's just kind of shambling.
We
down
are the stream is not functioning right now.
Oh.
No, it's like
buffering.
he's the buffer.
Yeah, I'm dropping frames.
Also, Landshark seem to have found that it does say 500 per egg.
Dang, I feel like I would give you less eggs. Let's just keep it to what we have now, because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Well, we did have a contract. I'm just
We
saying.
did have a contract, and
I
there
mean,
was a nat 20
if this guy
that
can
would go-
renege whatever he said,
Reneg.
we'll take it.
Neg.
Ah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm gonna have to remath how many eggs you found then.
Maybe he only has enough for 50 per egg. We've just
No.
taken
Sure.
him for all of his money.
Okay, you each found one egg. You get 500 gold each. I think we're back.
Sounds good.
Sorry, my internet was just. I'll re-describe what had just happened, but yeah, okay, fine. 100 per egg, but you only find 5 eggs instead of 15. So you're getting a significant more, but not so much that it breaks the game.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Let me make this note. See, I need to think clearer. Oh wait, I think great. Okay, are we back? Okay, you come out of the sewer. You see the streets lined with little torches, kind of all leading in a direction, kind of like a path. And shambling down the street by himself is someone that Dane and Rin would recognize as an elderly neighbor who you know had passed away a few weeks ago. You see that he is wearing a white garment that's like loose fitted clothing, like white bleached linen. And you see his face has been kind of like wrapped up. His skin, not like tight like a mummy. He hasn't been mummified. He's just kind of like reverently wrapped. And he's just shuffling by himself through the street, heading northbound. You see a couple of neighbors that knew him in life kind of reverently standing on the edges of the streets, not disturbing him, and they're holding candles.
Dane's gonna cast Divine Sense and use it to see how many other undead are in the area. Or just fiends or celestials in general, to be honest.
This place lights up like a Christmas tree because almost everybody is a fiend.
Right.
You have a sense, this is the very beginning of the March of the Dead. And it seems like this guy, Mr. Cobb, is one of many that will probably start moving through the streets. They don't all come up at once. They all kind of like slowly. Usually the better preserved bodies or the more recent dead are the first to stand up. The more damaged or older bodies will eventually get up. They're a little bit slower. They are kind of bound by their physical nature. So if a body is destroyed, they typically don't stand up at all. You know, and this happens every year, you know that over the course of the next week, more and more dead will be joining because there are aqueducts full of bodies of people who just get chucked over, you know, if no one claims them. People die here all the time.
Rin's gonna punch Dane in the shoulder, kind of like in a joking, buddy manner, and be like, "Well, B, you didn't tell me that it was March of the Dead Day. You know I lose track of time in my laboratory."
That's because you keep breaking all of the watches.
I gotta, create my own. It's just how my mind works,
You
Tizkar
don't
Salem,
create
this
watches,
is
you
the-
just keep making them pistols.
This is the first time you have ever seen this.
Yeah,
Say
he's
Levinson.
just how far away is this man? Is he like in front of us, behind us,
I would say
right next
that
to us?
as you emerged from the sewer and came out onto the main North Street, the North Street, you have the tenements on one side and the pillar on the other side. He's on the main street, so far enough away, like maybe 30 feet away.
So his car's kind of like just intently watching, and as Rin is talking, he goes, what is this?
This is the March of the Undead. Happens
Hale?
occasionally.
Will you be joining them?
No, I won't.
It only
She sticks
happens.
her tongue out at Hale.
It only happens for dead
You
that
can't.
don't have control of themselves. Doesn't seem like Hale qualifies.
His car kind of like turns and like looks at Dane, and as he like turns back, you see he kind of like quickly like sets like the meat and the trophy down. And how far away am I from like the main street where he's walking?
Like 30 feet.
You see him like quickly like kind of walk towards the main street, and where the people are lined up with the candles, he takes like a spot right next to him, and you see him like he takes his left arm and he like crosses it over his chest, and you see him take a knee and kneel, and he bows his head as the man is like walking by.
The person next to you sees you do this, and they kind of squat by, and they're like holding candles. He puts one of his candles by your, like where you kneel, like offering it to you so that you can participate. It's at that moment that you notice kind of feeding into the main street from the other little alleyway, the smaller roads, more dead start slowly shuffling by. Some of them don't have anyone there to like watch them go. One, a younger one who looks like they've kind of reached their end too soon, has weeping family members. One comes up and they stay out of their way, but they very carefully throw a little flower lei over their neck, but then backs up quickly. You can tell they're a little nervous about approaching or interrupting the march.
Can I do something creative but technically illegal?
Absolutely. You
Wha-
can.
Because I have, so let me explain. I have control undead. It's supposed to only target one undead within 30 feet, and I can make it do whatever I want for 24 hours.
Yeah.
However, would you allow me to spread it as an AoE through all of the like undead that walk near me, and instead of like command them to do anything, just like listfully have them walk away, like around me, so they don't come near me?
I'll say this. You can invoke that in a way that you create like an aura around you where they just naturally, your hyperactive positive energy kind of repels them, and they do kind of shuffle around you.
Positive, right? The positive energy that Dane has, correct? it's the positive energy that repels them. That's right.
Are you talking
Yeah,
about like
Dane.
like electrons and like neutrons, like
That's
that
what
kind
I
of
meant.
energy?
Yeah,
Okay.
like the
Yeah,
positive
yeah.
energy plane and the
Like
negative
magnets,
energy
like
plane.
anti-magnetism. Yeah.
Yeah, like life power is positive.
This is more. This is more like negative on negative than positive on positive. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to do that then. I will cast.
Okay.
You just see like Dane put his hands together and like make gang signs basically, and you see like a sigil, like almost like flash paper, like magicians use, but you see like a sigil appear really quick in front of him, like flare up and then go away. And then you see like the undead that are channeling, like if an undead's like blissfully walking like away from the desired path, like they start turning and guiding themselves back towards the path that they're supposed to go on.
Something
basically.
interesting that you notice, these little like torches that have been lit do seem to create like a pathway for them to go. It is always northward. Though if an undead is not on such a path, they just walk straight north and will just like climb over whatever's in the way, which is why they have set up this little like spiritual path. So you do see like in one of the little street alleys, one undead just kind of like walking straight into a wall, like he's lagged out in a video game, and you can use that power to help put him back on.
Yeah, I got him. I got him back onto the path.
Oh, don't tell me that you're scared of ghosts.
And I turn around as like all the ghosts, all the undead are like walking around me, and like,
They're scared of me.
Well, I'm not scared of you.
Hale, obviously you're not scared of me. Come on, man. You're blowing up my spot.
Well, Tizcar, you know, that is mightily respectful of you to pay your respects to these fine spirits, but they're walking towards the path to the afterlife already. Or at least the belief that happens around this time.
So Tiskar doesn't respond. He waits until every single undead passes and there's no one left. And he slowly kind of rises. And he turns to Rin and he says, I cannot lie. It warms my heart to know that you respect the dead. At least some of us. And you see him turn and he looks at Dane and he just glares at Dane. And you see him, he kind of like walks kind of slowly back to the group. And he actually like, he's about to like bend down to pick up the stuff that he put down. But he stops and he turns to Hale. And as he looks down at Hale, he says, and I beg for your forgiveness, little one. As he once again goes on one knee with his arm crossed, and he says, I did not know you wish Creo.
Explain. I don't speak your language.
He, once again, there's kind of like a pause as he stands back up, and as he looks up, he says, you walk between the veil.
Look, as much as I enjoy having people on their knees, you really shouldn't just be kneeling in the middle of the street here. I am alive. They are walking to the north, towards a hellhole. Let's just go turn in everything and wrap up for today.
I agree.
Yes,
Well,
but
interesting.
you carry a burden that most of us do not.
Well, you can argue that all of you carry flesh, and I do not, so let's just go and leave it be.
As you wish.
An interesting factoid, though. The people that are hurt by all of these walking dead, they cremate their loved ones so they don't have to bear the sight of them walking the march. I just thought you all should know that. I do love myself a bit of interesting history.
Dane has already walked away.
I just
Walking.
gotta say, a little fun fact. That was brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
You guys are so awesome sharing the exposition. Ah, that is a fun fact. That's true. Some people are offended by the walk. They think it's abomination. Okay, are you guys heading back to the pillar? All right, you go inside. It is bustling as always. You enter at street level. You pass by the food court. You get a nice waft of Tommy's tacos. Wait, I actually made a list of the food places in here, and they have funny names. We should probably take a 10-minute break, actually.
Ooh,
Yeah, do you guys want to take a 10-minute break?
let's do it.
Okay. Also, it's Tony's Tacos, hot soup, kebabs and
Okay.
kebabs, and the salad bar. Those are the.
I mean, it's better than
The
kebabs
salad
and
bar.
kebabs.
It's
Bob's and Keb-
it's kebab spelled Kobobs and then kebab spelled Kebabs.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the four food court stores I've come up with. I'm going to open the floor to the chat to come up with other food court things. I'm also
There should be a
working-
rival restaurant called Khabib's Kebabs.
the kebab wars are
Yeah.
very serious.
Very serious.
Take their kebabs serious.
I need to
guys.
write that down. Kebabs and kebabs.
Is it Tony's Tacos and Antonio's Pasta?
Versus what was the
Yeah.
other place?
Khabib's Kebabs.
Khabibs. Is it kebab or a kebab?
It's kebab.
Kebabs. Okay.
Exactly.
The kebab wars are a serious piece of history. That is going in the notes, so when I read it next week, it'll make a faux shizzle. Okay, hold on. I gotta write that one too.
Also, did you get a chance to look at my DM, Scarlet?
No, I haven't looked yet. I will look right
No
now.
worries.
Is it game related?
It's game related in like mechanics, but it's not something that's gonna happen since we're past the encounter.
Okay, can we have like an actual chat about that? Because I want to like actually like discuss how that is gonna look. Because you use some
That's fine.
words that I don't know. But yeah, that's cool. Orcus porcus. Orcus porcus. Yep, writing that down. You assume the walk is a community service because there's only so much space for the burial of the city. Yeah, so Gabriel, nobody in the vicinity of this party knows why this happens and how it happens. It is walk this. Oh my god. Stop. It is, they don't know if this is a natural phenomenon. They don't know if this is a magical phenomenon. They don't know if someone is doing this. They don't know. It's a strange thing. It cannot be stopped. If anyone tries to interrupt the walk, the undead will attack. They'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. But like, it's like traffic. Like, you don't let your kid run into traffic. You don't let your kid run in front of a bunch of shambling undead. So yeah, the March of the Dead. It's a cool little feature that has popped up in. As far as they know that they leave Zelatar, they go north, but nobody really knows how far they go. Is Candy and Pumpkins involved? I feel like some people have different cultures and traditions around the Walk of the Dead, or the March of the Dead. Maybe they put on like skeleton costumes to blend in and they walk with them. So they probably do it. How come it's not the October of the Dead? That's right, because in game it's actually March.
God damn it.
Okay, I actually am gonna BRB.
Okay.
So.
The tiefling. Oh gosh. Okay. Hi, Fajoli. Also, hi, chat. Yeah. Big stretchies. How are you guys? How's chat doing? Julius looks so sad. Unfortunately, you guys can't see my cats right now. I've stolen one.
Poof. Hello. Oh, the floof. An adorable floof.
Glad you're doing good for Julie. And how is family? How are you doing, Poof? I know we had a conversation before stream, but
Just trying to keep it together before the holidays. A lot of
yeah.
stuff going on at work and stresses there. How's everything in Texas?
It's too hot. In Texas still, yes.
I
Yeah,
love
like
how
it's
Julius was like sleeping. He was like slumped over with his eyes closed when I was AFK.
His default looks his default look looks so sad.
So
And it
that's
fits.
this is his default.
Well, no, like when he's inactive.
Right, that's because it thinks I'm frowning when I'm not on the screen. It goes to his worst frown, and I did want to make his frown very pitiful.
I see. It's a pout, basically.
I need to fix
Oh, yes.
Zazel. Zazel's like broken.
There were a couple pretty great names
Okay.
paired. The Tiefling.
Goblin D's Kebabs, another player in the Kebab Wars.
Every year they have a kebab war showdown to
Oh my
declare who is the
gosh.
reigning kebab king.
I'm gonna make you guys pick sides.
Oh no.
Julius is a vampire spawn, and vampire spawns. I'm not going to tell you because I feel like you can ask Julius. There's some lore that I actually want you to get, not from me explaining above table, but rather in game, because this isn't just some like flippant thing. This March of the Dead, like yes, it's aligning with Halloween, but this actually is a story, like it's a campaign beat. So I will let you guys investigate if you are interested in what this means. This has implications on the greater world. But yes, I guess Julius would be considered a sentient undead because vampires are sentient undead. But vampires are kind of separate from other forms of undead. They are not like the reanimated bodies. Yeah, they're like it's like more like a curse, you know? They were alive and then they were transformed and they are just technically undead. But they're very different than like zombies and ghouls and skeletons. But yeah, so I'm leaving a lot of this a little bit vague because I want you guys to investigate stuff as it becomes relevant to the story. Because remember, you guys can take this in whatever direction you want. Okay, hold on. I got goblin, these
Bams.
kebabs, khabibs, kebabs. Now, here's the biggest thing about the kebab wars. A kebab is like a meat skewer. A kebab is like in a pita bread. But you pronounce them the same. You know this, right? Like if yeah. So when you spell it like Kebab, that's like usually referring to the meat in a little pita. And a kebab is on like a skewer. And I feel like this is a big factor in the kebab wars. What's up, Tarzan?
Are Are they actually different?
I had to Google it because I was kind of confusing myself when I was writing this. They can be used interchangeably, but it said usually one is on the skewer, one is in a little pita. Turtle soups. I'm
personally
working on a
really liked
Oh, what?
Tiefling.
Tiefling. Is that like a tea shop?
Yeah.
Tiefling. And then their like sister store, Coffee Fling.
Is it Tiefling or Coffee?
Tarzan, you are totally okay to be here. This is the
Coffee
boot
Lock.
talk. Coffee
Coffee
Lock.
Lock.
Tarzan, this is our boot talk campaign.
Our weaponware store could be Bloodbath and Beyond.
Oh yeah, yeah, we can bring that back.
So here's the deal with the pillar. There's a ton of like small businesses in there. Like everybody who lives in Rosewood, this is like this is where they make their money.
Support your local businesses.
Yeah. And the building itself, the pillar building, is actually owned by an individual, and it kind of acts as the mayor of the place. He's the one that collects the rent for, renting all these spaces and kind of sets the tone. But the Fang Breakers are like the gang that has influence. So they technically don't own the area, but they kind of tell the dude what to do. He needs them to keep order. They keep, like, because of the Fang Breakers, people's businesses are not getting looted every 10 seconds. And so they kind of enforce the area. But they also demand, like, they get paid for that. So, like, part of someone's, like, rent when they have a business is not only do they have to pay for their space, but they have to pay a tax to the Fang Breakers. So there's a lot of internal politics going on in there. Okay. I wrote down a bunch of names. Can you guys post them in the Discord? If I missed a name, I'm gonna go into the Discord. Give me a name. We can like make it a community project, like outfitting. Just think of all of the amenities a town would need, or a city would need, and they're all getting packed into this building.
There has to be a supermarket, right?
Oh yeah, there's lots of general goods stores, and there's the junkyard where you can get scrap metal and recycled parts and assorted tools. I feel like Rin really likes that place. There's an alchemist herbalist, which is where Tizkar was collecting dirt and sand for. The pit stop is a tavern on the main floor, because there's also like restaurants down here. Like the base level floor and the floor above and the floor below are like all of the just like general traffic amenities that you would. It's like the shopping district. Lots of restaurants, lots of shopping. And then if you keep going up, then you'll see more like, this is where the school is for the kids. This is where the funerary services are. Just like the higher up you go, the more specialized, I guess. Like you don't need as much foot traffic up there. And then the very, very top floors is where the owner lives. The top 2 floors, 2 to 4 floors, I'm still sorting all this out, are reserved for like the wealthiest families that live there. They have like really big luxury apartments up there. There's like 4 apartments per floor, so they're like big suites. And then everyone else lives in the tenements.
Like in Hong Kong.
Oh, maybe I should look at that for inspiration. Yeah, you could put it in the memes channel. That's perfect. Maybe I'll make a channel later for like group world building, and you all can give me your suggestions and come up with. I want to make an NPC template, and people can like submit some NPCs. I think that might be fun. Okay. Oh, and then below street level, because remember it goes down like 6 levels lower than street level. That is where the Fang Breakers turf is. So everything down there is like reserved for their barracks, their armory, their kennels where they keep their beasts. Their officers live down there in the barracks with them. So usually like people who are not affiliated with the Fangbreakers usually don't go down there unless they have business. But that's where you're going, because you have business. You go all the way down to the bottom of the pillar. The lowest floor is called the pit. In the center is like a boxing ring almost. It's like a big cage. It's where a lot of the fights happen. And there's a lot of floor space around it for people to like crowd up and watch. And then in the surrounding units where on the upper floors are where like the stores and stuff would be is where on the bottom floor it's the armory and the kennels. And you guys are going to the kennels. You go back in there. There's tons of animals down here. There are hyenas, there are dire wolves, there are wargs, there are wolves, there are hounds, there are breeds that didn't exist before the invasion. There's also some more beast-like demons that are kept in here for some of the more like big ticket fights. Some big, like a great rhinoceros looking beast or a giant displacer beast that's been mutated, all kinds of crazy stuff. And you will see Baxter feeding the hyenas.
Tiskar approaches with the head kind of hoisted over his shoulder, and as he gets to Baxter, he if there's a place to put the head on, he'll put it. He'll kind of like drop it there, but otherwise he just kind of drops it on the ground and says, "The job is done."
He like looks at it. He's like, "Right, good job then." And the little beasties, they give you much trouble?
Tiskar just kind of like looks back at the group, looks back at Baxter and says, "No," and does not elaborate.
Yeah, you look like a group that can hit a bullseye in the dark. I knew I could believe in you.
Straight face, just nodding.
Are there normally that many Kuthrik down in the sewers? Feels like there has been an infestation recently.
Alright, there was an infestation. That's why I hired you to get rid of them.
Right.
It happens every once in a while. We've just been too busy to keep it clear because we're preparing for the big tourney.
Right. Shit happens.
It's all clear then.
You can go down and check and verify if you want.
Right. Well, that's a Hive Lord's head. If he's gone, then they'll probably scatter anyone that's left. Oh, eggs. Did you get any?
Oh, yes. We got plenty.
Yeah.
You show your eggs, or do any of you keep an egg?
No, I show them all.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
don't want a Kuthrik pet?
No,
Nope.
I'm a
No,
hunter,
we'll
not a
forget to
rancher.
feed it.
Kuthrik Rancher, the new cozy game.
Yeah, let's play. Hashtag sponsored.
Yeah.
Kuthrik Rancher.
He like observes all the eggs. You could see this glow in his eye. Baxter is like an older, kind of like rough. He's got like a missing tooth. He's got scars all over his face. He has kind of like a hunchy posture. He smells like animal dung and hay. And the irony smell of blood from all the raw meat he feeds his creatures. But he just like takes the egg. He's like, oh, that's a beauty. All right, how much do I owe you? We said 500 a pop, didn't we?
That's right.
All right. And he heads over to a safe. Starts to put in the combination, looks at you guys to make sure you can't see, and then covers it with his whole body. And then pulls it out. All right, do you want it all in coinage, or are you willing to take it in gemstones?
Coin.
Right.
People hardly barter in gems here anymore.
Oh, that's not true.
I'll take
Oh.
gems.
Above table.
Yeah, Dane personally, no, above table, Dane personally doesn't do anything but coins.
Okay. Yeah,
He wouldn't-
gems.
he
Gems
just
are like
doesn't
consol.
realize.
So instead of carrying 500 gold around, you
Right.
can carry a 500 gold worth gemstone, and you could
Right.
any bartender or sorry, every shopkeeper would take that as currency. We don't really mess with, I guess, weight and encumbrance in this game, but if you prefer to keep your money in smaller amount size, that would be a way to do it. But yeah, he'll go over to his lockbox. I guess he would actually pay you in platinum then, because 500 times 5 plus 5 is a lot of coins. But
So we
I'll take it in
basically
gemstone,
get
though.
60 platinum, right?
60.
I don't. A platinum is 10 gold, correct?
Mhm.
So is that what the
Cause-
math is?
Because we got, what was a $500 flat fee, right? Or it was
Yeah.
50
So
flat
each
fee?
of you are getting 600 gold total.
Right.
So 60 platinum. Okay, yeah.
60 platinum each, okay.
He pulls out his lockbox. He goes behind like a little counter. He puts on these like adorable little like reading glasses, and he like has one of those little thump, 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 and he like starts like piling it up. He has his little scale. He lets you see that each of the coins are appropriately weighed and measured. It's like kind of crazy how organized he is when it comes to this. And he hands each of you a little purse with a 60 platinum.
Much obliged.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, and might I add, if you want more jobs, I am always looking for good hunters like yourself to bring in beasties like that one. And he points back to some of the more aggressive looking, wild, demonic animals that are being kept in pens.
Now you're
Would not be a
talking.
problem.
Ah, interested. All right. Tell you what, let me talk to Gaius and see what his budget is. I know that he's really looking to make a big splash with this tournament. I'll have a discussion with him. You come back to me in the morning and I'll have a job for you. It'll take you out to the
It's good.
ruined city. It's a little dangerous, but if you can handle Kuthrix, you can definitely handle that.
How far is the ruined city?
Oh, that's right. You're new here. It's just a few miles down the street. It's the part of the city that was never reclaimed. So it's the old city. It's a complete jungle. A concrete jungle.
Wildlands, I assume.
It's wild now. It's dangerous because, well, little beasties can hide in all sorts of cracks and under the rubble and in the abandoned homes.
Nothing I haven't seen, I'm sure. I will be back tomorrow.
I'll make sure to get a nice juicy offer for you. Gaius pays his employees very well. I'm sure you will find.
And are
Jingle,
your,
jingle, jingle.
are your training grounds open to everyone?
Are you going to sign up for the tournament?
That's my business.
Right, well, if I wanted to fight in the tournament, I would need a manager to speak on my behalf to the big man himself. I would probably have to prove that I was going to be a good sport. Do you have a couple of fights under your belt? Do you have a record?
Not here.
I see. Tournament's not really open for just anyone. But if you think you got what it takes and you can prove yourself to the big man, maybe he'll make an exception for you. He just
I
doesn't
would like to-
like weak gladiators in his ring. He wants to see a fair fight, not a slaughter. He's not a barbarian.
That shouldn't be a problem. But either way, I would like to train.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Does
Ooh.
do this cool thing with black and white energy. Just to throw that out there.
Nobody asked you.
Ah, fair enough.
I'll tell you what, you could practice on one of my beasties. It'll be nice and out of the way of everyone else. And he gestures to one of the slobbering, like dire wolves that's growling.
But I will kill it. It's not your pet.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
All right. I need to rest, but I will be back tomorrow.
I'll set you up a nice little fight. I'll get a spot cleared out. Get you an opponent. And he looks back at his like cacophony of critters. I'll find you an opponent that's a worthy fight.
And will I have a trainer?
I'll see what I can do. I'd ask the big man right now, but he's upstairs talking to the other big man. Apparently he's not happy with the lack of cleaners on the street. He wants the place looking nice for all the new traffic coming in.
I appreciate it.
He kind of like gives you like a polite little nod.
She's going to shake his hand, and in her palm is like 10, or not 10, is like a silver.
Silver. He just gave us like 600 gold.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, to be fair,
Reese's palms a little
Reasonable.
bit.
to be fair, the money he paid you with was Fangbreaker coffers. It wasn't his personal money.
Fair enough.
That was a business expense. This is a tip. He kind of feels it, and he gives you like a wicked little grin. Really appreciate it there. What's your name again?
You can call me Starweaver.
I like that. Starweaver. I can see that in the lights. Starweaver. Do you want to be a star? Famous gladiator. They get treated real nice around here.
I'm not interested in being a star, but I would like some coin, and it seems this tournament is a quick way to get coin.
That makes him laugh a little bit. That perspective. And he just kind of chuckles. He's like, there's coin, all right. And blood. Lots of blood.
I've never shied away from a bit of blood.
Did you get hit in the last encounter at all, Salith? All right.
I don't think so. I'm not missing any HP. I don't know if I was like hit and then healed, but I don't think I was.
I
Okay.
don't think you were hit at all.
All right. Yeah, he was basically looking to see if there were any blood on you.
Okay, can we say for cool encounter and like dramatic, it's not my own blood, but there's blood on me.
Yeah, sure. See that.
It's actually Dane's blood?
Yeah. Yeah. From when he spat. He spat blood.
The splash from the ground.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Kuthric blood too. He's like,
Yeah.
I love that smell. What? It's a nice smell. It's natural. It's tangy. Reminds me of kebabs.
Can you describe his physical appearance again?
Yeah.
He's an old dude, right?
Yeah, he's like in his 50s. He's kind of skinny. He's got a little bit of a hunch. He's got a rough face. He is a hyena tiefling, so you see the spots on his face. He's not like completely covered in fur, but he has like thick whiskers around his lamb
That's what I'm
chops.
asking, Scarlett, is he hot?
I do have a picture. I'd have if he was hot, he would be a hear me out.
Okay.
Mm.
Hear me out, cake.
He would be on the hear me out cake. He could
Okay, fair
he could
enough.
be hot. The way he like wrangles his beasts is pretty skillful.
Hmm?
He might have been hot in his earlier days. He's a hear me out. I don't know. Do you like? Is that Saleth's type? What is Saleth's type?
I don't think that's Saleth's type.
Wait until Saleth meets Gaius.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we've established that Saleth likes violence. So, yeah. Gladiator Lord, I suppose.
Yeah. He is wearing like a little, Baxter is wearing like a little open vest so you can see like his bare chest and stomach and tight leather pants.
I was kind of down before you said he had like a hunch. Like, if I'm being real with you,
Yeah.
that put it in the no camp.
It's more like his, yeah, it's like his posture. He just is kind of like bent over from the years of bending over to like pet dogs.
Yeah, the years of bending over. Mhm.
Hey.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, okay. So you get your payment. You know to come back for another job, and Saleth knows to come back for some combat training.
As we're walking out, Dane will turn to Saith and say, "Trainers, very hard to come by.
And what would you know about it?
Lots of them are going to be already taken for the tournament. They're going to back their own fighters. It's more of a who you know, not how to get there type of thing."
Well, Baxter said that he would put in a good word for me.
Baxter might be able to get you in, but I doubt he'll get you an adequate trainer for the tournament.
Okay, then who do you suggest?
I suggest you don't do it at all. But since you're insistent, we'll make sure you don't die.
What are you saying?
Tomorrow, bright and early, right outside Valentina's. Don't be late.
She laughs, but there's no like humor in it, you know? You think you could train me?
I used to fight in the pits.
Baxter kind of looks over at Dane and does a little, and then turns his back and goes back to like whatever chores Kennel Master has.
She kind of gives Dane the up and down, but she doesn't say anything else. And she intends to meet him bright and early in the morning.
All right. You all shuffle off to your respective homes. Is there anything else any of you would like to do before the session comes to a close? Any other scenes you would like to tackle?
I would like for Hale to, after everyone has dispersed, Hale will sort of sneak off to find Rin's workshop.
It's like squeezed into one of the tenement units. I'm gonna say I actually been started working on a map, like an actual like map of the area, and these are pretty small units. So I would say Rin and Grim occupy two that are one on top of the other, because they're 4 stories tall, and Rin's workshop is all smushed into the bottom unit, and then they live up in the top unit. Or in the 2nd story. So yeah, you would find Rin. Rin, are you working in there?
Yes, Rin is currently making modifications to his revolvers and kind of back at the drawing board of all the innovations.
Okay, so Hale's going to walk in and knock on I guess the doorway or door frame to try and get his attention, and then if he doesn't, or if he does, turn around, he's going to pick his way through. I'm assuming it's not very super neat.
No, it's like like one of those old like laptop kind of stores. Like it's just like just junk strewn everywhere and like
Just
stacked
shelves
in
and
very
things.
like precarious positions everywhere.
I'm not sure if I should call you an inventor or a strange bag of pistols, man.
No, is someone there? Oh, it is you, Hale.
You need to flip up your goggles. I don't know if you can see me.
Ah, yes. Pardon me. Some of the, my work involves welding these pistols together. I need to have protection.
Anyway, that's not what I came here for. I was hoping I could request or garner your favor or ask for some help.
Oh. Tell me more.
So Hale is going to fish that tiger balm-like little container out of his clothes. I'm sure you saw Julius using this on me. I need more of it.
More, you say? Interesting. What is it?
Let's just say it's a family secret. It is an alchemical compound that I require your help with using to synthesize things that I can heal with, since I'm living, and not repair with, since I'm definitely not dead.
Very fascinating. Yeah, let me do some experiments. I can get it back to you, let's say, in a couple of weeks. Would that do?
Sooner is better, but I will take any help. Unfortunately, I have a very limited supply.
Ah, okay, all right. So synthesis is on the table. Perhaps.
Well, this is not my specialty.
Hank, we
No.
have a job. And he like kind of tosses the vial over toward Hank.
Yeah, you toss it, and Hank, who is sitting there carefully trying to like put the porcelain pieces of a teacup glue together, goes and a
See Hale jump after it like he's terrified it's going to.
he catches it. Hale crashes into Hank. Hank he does not move except for his belly, which goes boom as Hale crashes into it. He goes, "Oh, this is pretty."
I just said I have a very limited supply.
Oh yes, don't drop it.
Oh, well, now that you said that, I'm worried that I'm going to drop it. Where should I put it?
Get a vial. I will give you a small amount of it. I will take the rest back with me. I am not leaving all of it with you.
Hank pulls out a little eyedropper and goes, pulls out a drop. He's like, "All right, I got it."
Oh, we'll need a little more than that.
Okay.
Ah, that'd be fine.
This stays between you and me. You are not discussing this with the tax collector or the princess's favorite, whatever. And definitely not with this gigantic lizard man.
Well, rarely we get visitors down here, so, it'll be fine. I'll keep it under top secret wraps. You have my word. And he, spits in his hand and, offers it over to Hale.
Hale looks at it like, you know I can't. I've seen this practice. I don't have.
You don't have to spit. Just shake that hand. It's a gesture.
And he does like a
Good.
weird limp handshake.
The limpest.
It's a deal.
Do you hold your hand out for him to kiss it?
Yeah, like at first, and he doesn't do it, so he's just like, ugh.
All right. Does anyone else want to have any other scenes before we close the session? All right. Then you all head to your have your evening. You can all take a long rest, and you all feel free to take a level. Rin, do you
Dun, 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 dun.
are you able to take a level, or do you want to hold?
I'd like to hold till next session.
How about this? Take a level, and then we can replace a level once we do what we got to do.
Okay.
That way you're not, like, hurting for HP and shit. Same with you, Tizkar. But yeah, take a level, because that was fucking painful. I was going to make you work a little harder for it, but I was like, damn. We did have 3 sessions of combat, so... All right. Good job, everyone. Do you want to do some golden buzzers? Who wants to go first?
I want to give mine to Tisgar for being mad about Dane not respecting the dead. I thought that was a very nice note. That's the first time Tisgar showed like any sort of disdain towards anyone. Which is
Except
cool.
Saleth.
When did it, oh, I don't remember that part, but I'm sure it happened.
It was more distrust for Saleth, not disdain. But Dane was disdain. Dane saw on the top left of his vision, Tiscard disliked that.
Disdain.
What you don't know is that it's just like a rotating thing. It's like Twitch chat with like 1,000 viewers, just like
Dislike that, dislike that, dislike that,
everybody's
dislike that,
dislike-
dislike that.
This person's disdain. So-
Disdain and Disdanica. Okay. JTC, who do you want to give it to?
Silver buzzer to Saleth for who the fuck asked you? That made me like cackle. Golden buzzer to Hale though for just general Hale sass.
yeah.
It's such a stark difference from Nicole.
Cool.
It's so funny.
Mhm.
I love it. So
Golden
much.
buzzer to Hale for Kothar sass. I mean Hale sass.
His name is Hale Ass. It's Hale Sass.
Yeah.
Okay. Hale.
I would like to give it to Dane, because I wasn't expecting for Dane to like change the way he not addresses, but like interacts with Hale over the fight. Like he expected Dane to keep being, or I expected Dane to keep being like disdainful, but like he actually has like changed a little bit with like, oh, Hale's did some work in the fight. Okay, he has this ability to change and isn't just like everyone's bullshit.
Well, you were the useful one.
My dice were the useful ones.
I'm gonna say I actually really like where all of you are coming from at the beginning of this campaign, because it is very clear that there is a direction for you to grow into throughout the campaign, and that's a lot of fun to watch.
One thing I really wanted to make sure of for my character when we went into this campaign is that they weren't just like J-Mitch also wasn't universally liked, let's be real, but like I wanted to create like friction with the party. I didn't want it to just be like, yeah, we're a party. Like there is very clear relations building and breaking here.
I want to say, and this is kind of like, I know we're out of the game, but I actually had something I was going to say and I totally forgot about it when we took our break. So I'll leave you with this. When you were observing the Dead March, at the very end of it, Dane, you would have like noticed seated on the rooftops a figure wearing like a long dark cloak and a white mask was just watching, and then they kind of like slipped away.
Like faded away or slipped away? Like
Slipped
like-
away. They didn't disappear.
Okay.
It wasn't magic. They just slipped away. So you would have noticed that. I just
Okay.
want to leave that before, because that was supposed to happen.
Ominous.
Ominous. Okay, Poof.
I would like to give mine to Salith for being aggressively Fwance. I think she did a really great job with the accent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Salith.
I have several honorable mentions, which I will start with. I really liked Hale's, as much as I enjoy having people on their knees. That was excellent. Especially, I think, coming from Nakul and like not expecting these quips. That was great. I'm really enjoying Rin's like comedic relief character, especially because so many of us are like playing very serious, like kind of, you know, grumpy characters. It's been really nice,
It's a nice
to have
little
that.
The fun fact at the end was so good.
Yeah, like fun fact.
Hey guys, by the way.
Yeah.
I also have to say, like, me as the DM, Poof, I actually really appreciated you taking the time to say that, because I DM people like with, you would know this about the culture, so I don't have to explain it during the game. And like, clearly you read it and like understood and decided to make it into like a little bit, and I really appreciated that so much. That made me really happy. Fijoli, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
And then Golden Butler is going to be for Tiskar's moment of respect for the dead, and it makes me curious about his character. And maybe he's not just a ranger. Maybe there's some other stuff going on.
I don't know. I don't know.
He cast bow real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it.
dang it.
Oh,
Oh,
dang
dang it.
Tizkar, you won!
Yay.
Yay!
Hey,
I'm gonna write that.
I can't stop winning.
I wrote winner, Tizkar, but I added a D on the end for some reason. That was
Discard.
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 Discard. Oh,
You're
no.
discarded.
There we go. Discard.
All right. Sorry, Salith. You don't get to ever know.
Yeah, we throw you in the discard bin.
And draw 3 new cards.
Yeah. Discard and draw new cards.
For a new character.
Okay. Before, are we good to play next session? The 3rd of November.
I double check.
Yes.
I
I'm
think I
not
have written down that
sure.
we're taking the 24th off. I think we voted on that last time. Are you not going to be here, Tizkar?
November.
I will not be here next week, no.
Okay. Is everyone else going to be here?
Yep.
Okay.
That one's daylight savings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the daylight savings, do we want to keep it the same time, or do we want to start an hour earlier?
We can maybe DM about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Figure that
then
out.
I will be DMing you guys about daylight savings time. I'm also going to be in our DMs asking you guys which party goals you are interested in pursuing, but also what individual goals, because it seems like a few of you have a couple of little story threads you want to follow. So I'm going to like get all that sorted out and weave as much of it in as possible. So I'll be messaging you as a group and then messaging you individually. Okay, y'all did good. I'm gonna let you go now. Thanks for being here. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
As I look for the Zoom so I can close it. Where
Ah.
the fuck is it? Oh no, guys.
Still saying bye.